Hello, I'm Michael, and in today's video I want to focus on audio for such vlog style videos. So you see me using here the DJI Mic. That's the transmitter, or one of the two transmitters that comes with it. Typically there's also a receiver which you would attach to your main camera on which you're filming. So if you film with, like I have here, the Canon R5, which I currently set up to take photos, I can attach the receiver there and directly record the audio, which is transmitted by this little transmitter. And yeah, I get the video with the good audio right out of the box, and I can, through this wireless transmission, also record from a distance. That's perfectly fine. But most of the time when I'm doing such vlogs, I use the GoPro, or I'm anyway very close to the camera, and it's much quicker to set up if I don't even use the receiver. So I just use this transmitter, hit record here, hit record on the camera or GoPro. It records here a backup track, and yeah, then I just do the talking to the camera, and later I bring both files into Davinci Resolve. It's one click to sync both, because I already have quite decent audio in the GoPro or the camera if I'm relatively close to it. And yeah, and I'll show you how this is done. And it's really a very quick setup, so it takes away a lot of hassle with setting up the receiver. And especially if you're just filming very short clips and do this a lot of time, also with other cameras, different cameras, GoPro, just record the backup track, sync it in post. It's very easy. So after I've now recorded the audio to the DJI Mic and to the GoPro, first thing I have to drop the files onto my PC. So I just get the transmitter here, and it has a USB-C connection on the side, which I can just connect to my notebook here, and it will then pop up as an additional drive on which I see all the files. I can just copy them over onto my hard drive, and then we're gonna move into Davinci Resolve, and I quickly show you how to synchronize the audio with the video. So we're now here in Davinci Resolve, and I've already added both files to this folder structure here. So we have the GoPro file and the DJI file. So just two files, which is very simple. I know those files belong together, so it's easy to sync them. But in case you have more files, you should right click up here and make sure that this date modified is active, which I have here. And then you can sort your files based on this modified date, which is actually the creation date for the devices. Problem is, for the GoPro, I didn't have the date correct, so it shows 2016, wrong time. So I should really make sure to have it in the same time zone as the DJI Mic, which has the correct time settings. And then I can just arrange the files based on their date modified. And even if I have many files, I directly see which files belong together. Now that I know those files belong together, I just select them both, right click, and then I can go to Auto Sync Audio, and I can just say based on waveform. And as I said in the video already, because the GoPro is very close to me when I record those vlogs, it also captures decent audio already. So the waveform will look very similar to that of the DJI Mic, so it can be easily synced. So first, we now synced those files. So it did work. If I now click here, right click on this GoPro file and go to Clip Attributes, I can go here to the audio, and you see it's set to mono, and as a source you see the embedded channels for the GoPro and then the link channel. The link channel is now that of the DJI Mic. And you also see another setting which we have to apply. Currently it's set to mono, and we want to set it to stereo, and for the second channel also select the link channel. So now I have what I've recorded on the transmitter of the DJI Mic synced to this GoPro, and I have it output to both channels as stereo. And now when I drop the GoPro clip down here in the timeline, it will have the audio from DJI Mic, which I usually have to increase a bit. So I usually set it to +10 here in the volume. Then I can just start cutting the clip, prepare the video, and be done with it. Now, in case there's a lot of wind, the DJI Mic usually doesn't pick up much of it, so it records very good audio, but the GoPro or also my other camera usually record a lot of the wind noise, and then the automatic synchronization based on the waveform might not work. I'll now show you how you can also do this very easily in a manual fashion. So let's just remove this clip again. I just go back to the clip attributes and set this here to the embedded channels. And now I just drop the GoPro clip and then also the DJI clip, but I drop it on a separate audio layer. And then I put the playhead somewhere where I start talking, and this synchronization is now based on listening to the audio. You can use the dot and the comma to move the selected audio clip, so you see how it moves. When I press comma, it moves to the left, dot moves to the right, and now I just play back the audio. And I can also, for this here, it works very well. I see the waveform, I can already align it very well, but even if I don't see the waveform, I can just play it back and you'll hear some reverb, some echo when it's not aligned, and then you just move it around until this echo is gone. Once it's gone, you have everything synced, and then you can just cut the clip, go up here, unlink the file, just remove the audio from the GoPro, move this up, link those two together, and you're also done. Now this is certainly a lot more work than using the auto sync feature of Davinci Resolve, and it also means that if you have wind, you should really try to use the receiver with your camera and directly get the audio recorded together with the video clip. But for example, with the GoPro, for me that's not possible, so I often have to resort to this manual linking of the audio clips in case there's a lot of wind. I usually do this in the beginning. It's a streamlined process, quickly go through all the files, link them. It takes maybe 5 to 10 minutes when I have many files, and from there I can do my usual editing. And if it's the auto sync which works, then it's very fast, it's even faster. This doesn't mean you should always do this, so for me, as I said, it's often a bit of a hassle also when I use the camera to first attach the receiver and everything, because for me it's a mix of taking photos and then recording audio. I'm moving around a lot when I take my photos. I don't want the DJI receiver on my camera then, and when I then switch to recording a video with audio, then I would also have to attach the receiver first and wire it into the camera and do all this stuff. That's why I often just take the transmitter and record to it. I hope you found this video helpful. If so, leave it a thumbs up. Also comment if you have questions, and yeah, subscribe for more. See you in the next video. Bye.